Hello, everybody. How you doing? I need to speed my treadmill up. All right, who do we have in the chat? Fudg about it. A lot more crypto. GMX intern. Welcome, welcome. Everybody else who is here, say hello, say hello. And yeah, we'll make a start. I am once again suitably unprepared for this live stream. I did the London trading room this morning, and then I've been in meetings ever since. And now I'm hungry. but I'm going to persevere. We're going to carry on with the live stream. We're gonna have some fun. Who else have we got in here? Alex D, yo, Parla, hello, MJ. Luke was away for too long. Yeah, sorry. I'm back now. So I won't be going away again anytime soon until maybe the new year. I'm really bright. I need to like zoom. There we go. That's a little bit less like in your face. Bright, blinding light in your face and in my face. Edwin, Menno's here. Menno, the WooX man. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining in. Pump my woo bags. I'm trying. We all want woo bags to pump. We all need them to pump. And if anyone is not already aware, Bybit's dead to us. We love the exchange, but they decided to exit out of the UK. And I'm very happy about this because it means that as a community now, we're trading on an exchange that is built for traders, by traders. They're very good. They're a lovely exchange. They're great people over there. And yeah, if you click on the link in the description below, and if you would like to trade on Woo, then yeah, there is a link in the description below. I believe that link is the one that gives you a 50-50 share of trading fee rebates. I think I need to double check on that one. Which will mean a 20% discount on all of your fees. That is the one that I share as standard, so that should be the one. But as usual, I'm not very well organized, so yay. Luke, can you give your thoughts on tier? Yes, of course, we will be covering tier because that is one of my big bags right now. One of the big bags. I have sold a little bit. But I guess, yeah, we can start off with Bitcoin. We'll just do a general analysis on BTC. We'll take a look at what's going on over there. I can bring EXO charts up if it works, which isn't very often these days. Can I bring EXO charts up? It's frozen right now. Okay. We'll forget about that. Let me try this one. What am I doing? This one. Okay. Oh my god. Right. I want to start with something. I want to start with this, which is the 4-hour chart on BTC. So this is on Bybit. Binance is the same. Aggregators looking kind of similar. This has been going on since yesterday, and we are building quite a lot of open interest right now on really quite negative delta. So we do have these bullish CVDs that are forming. This is across this whole range here, and what we're seeing now is a really nice delta divergence starting to appear on this 4-hour candle. So this is only just started, but this is giving us reason to believe that absorption is happening here. If you actually go into the data here, there's I'll have to bring up Trading Light for that. But there's a significant amount of selling going on here in comparison to what we've had previously. A lot of that is not really moving price. So although I took a long earlier, got stopped out on it, I still do think that we are at an area of support, and that we will have a good opportunity to be seeing price come back up towards around about that 37k area. Now, we've got to be trading this as a little local downtrend for now. And we do have to be aware that there is news coming in. We're just below that daily open at the moment. So this was actually just here was the trade I tried to go long earlier on. Got stopped on that as we took out this low. But the fact that we are back down at that previous week EQ, having taken out those Monday lows, having tested those for a second day in a row, I think that this is looking like some relatively decent absorption. And if we can get back above that daily open again, then it kind of sets us up for another trade that we can be looking back up towards the previous day point of control, which is up here. So at 36,900 to 37, then we've got our weekly open at 37k. And then if you take that out, then you're basically looking at making some more highs again, which a lot of people aren't really going to like the sound of that because everyone's hating this rally. This is probably the most hated rally I think I've ever seen in crypto because just nobody was really prepared for it and everyone seems to be sidelined. So yeah, if that's you, then you should have been paying more attention. I told you when I was going all in back into crypto again. But yeah, I don't know. I'm still treating this as higher time frame. Things are looking okay. And do I need to update the... Oh, come on. Hold on. Let me go on to Woo and I'll find the exact link for you and I'll post it right now into chat. So I'm going to post this link. Go onto my account. Here we go. Let it load. So this is the one. The very link itself. Yes, I know. I can see in the chat. Link's not working. Hold on. Let me pin this one. I'll sort it. Don't worry. This link right here is the link that will give you a 20% discount on fees. So this gives you a 20% fee rebate. Every trade you take, you save 20% on fees. So that means, yeah, that's nice, right? That's a good. Stop telling me the link isn't working. I've just posted the link. I'm going to ban hammer anyone that says link isn't working. The link is bloody working. Pin message. If I click on the link, the link works. I've just tested it. Okay, where were we? Yeah, looking at the potential for this move back up towards 37k. We do have to be aware it is CPI in like 15 minutes. So we do have CPI coming up. That is something that we do need to be aware of. But what's happened for the past, 2 or 3 weeks now is like every time we've had news, we've just melted up. And again, I think that leads us into this hated rally kind of thing that we're seeing right now, because if you look on like the ES and you look on the NASDAQ, every single, like FOMC last week, CPI before that, PPI before that, unemployment data, every one of them has led to an up move, or just like a correction within this. So we do need to be aware that at the moment, news that's coming out, very much priced in. The market's already priced in any downside that happened. We had that big drop that was towards the end of last month, and this has been one of the fastest rallies we've ever seen across legacy markets. So if you look at the speed, the Nasdaq went up like 10%, and the same with the ES. If you look at the speed of this, it's gone up faster than even like when price was at previous all-time highs, for example. So it's been kind of crazy. Very unusual to see that. You have broken essentially out of this little downtrend. For me, what I'd like to see is a little bit more consolidation on the legacy markets, and just to start to hold a range here before looking any higher. But I don't think you can be bearish right now. I think it's, yeah, a little bit foolish to be to be really bearish. If price goes down, then fine, okay, we can start to look for short positions. But right now my bias is still towards longs, and it will remain that way as long as we stay in this uptrend, like the higher time frame uptrend that we are very, very obviously in right now. So any dips, if we are lucky enough to get any dips, if this is all we get for a dip, then whatever. But if we are lucky enough to get dips, we've got the MPOCs below, we've got this daily level. If we are to come down and sweep these lows here at 33, then that for me would look like a really good buying opportunity. And then you can start to think about this starting to form a range here. So let's say for some, we get a bit of a move here, then we have a big flush. That for me would be a really good opportunity to buy, looking back towards the middle of the channel that we've got here. If we're looking at like a point of control from in here as well, move this back. Oh, that's the anchored VWAP. What am I doing? This. You have this POC that has some pretty decent confluence. Okay, there's your golden pocket. There's your point of control. You're taking out these lows, you're coming through, and you're taking out some of the naked points of control, daily points of control that we have previously. So I think that 34,750 area, where there is the MPOC and the range POC, would be a good area to target as well, if this is to start to drop. But yeah, until then, it's dip buying, and I'm looking for opportunities with alts, and I'm looking for opportunities to go long on Bitcoin and on Ethereum. Short positions, I'm happy to take, but I'm struggling to find like really, really good shorts right now, because I think locally we're at support. The last short would have really been that sweep up, that like daily open yesterday, the weekly open where we had that spike up. We lost the daily open, and then we were able to get the short after that. There hasn't really been many other short opportunities apart from obviously 38k, which was the last time that was the target for this whole move, basically, was 38k, and then hoping that we start to fall a little bit more into a range. Oh my god, I'm getting out of breath. I'm like unfit. Talking too much. Thirsty as well, and hot. Hold up. Okay. Pikachu, any idea what happened to Joe Pippin? No, I don't know. He has a habit of this. He'll be back. He'll be back. It's like I've known Joe for a few years, and he's probably like disabled his account and left like 20 or 30 times in that time. He's busy. He's a busy guy. He's a busy guy. He has his work, his business that he's working on, and yeah, sometimes I just don't think that he wants to be doing stuff like crypto stuff, but I'm sure he'll be back. Any discount on EXO Black Friday? I have no idea. Probably not. I don't think they've ever done a discount. We'll wait for the Taurus discount. There'll be a nice Taurus discount if you're interested. Lifetime membership, anyone? We'll bring that back, maybe. Mr. Brownback, man, you were pumped. What happened? I'm not. I'm still like skinny little thing, but I have been going to the gym. I'm glad you can tell. I'm glad you can tell. I've been putting in the effort to go to the gym, but compared to our friend Jay Casper, and compared to our own cake, I am certainly a weak ass motherfucker. But yeah, at least I'm not like Vitalik skinny like I maybe used to be. Increase the speed. No. Because no. What do we talk about? What's the time? How long until this CPI nonsense? It is CPI, isn't it? I don't even know the data. I'm so this one? Brave. This one? No, that's the chat. Oh. This one. Okay, cool. So CPI is forecast to be 0.1. Core CPI 0.3. CPI year on year 3.3. This is kind of interesting because when you compare that to the previous, and when we're looking at like a 0.1, that's a big jump from what we've seen previously. Basically, this showing the inflation to the consumer. So the amounts that goods and services have increased to the consumer, CPI being consumer price index and PPI being producer price index, this is showing that inflation is slowing. Now, this also means that year on year inflation is down. So 3.7% at this point last year, and now at 3.3%. So if this is going to end up being different, let's say we have, if we end up at a 0 or something, that could cause a significant move. Or if we end up closer to where we were last month, and let's say this comes in 0.03, then I think we could probably see a bit of a dump. But we'll have to wait and see, because that's quite a big jump between the two. Now, the market has clearly priced that in because it's just been melting up over the past month or past couple of weeks. So yeah, interesting. When was the last day that we had CPI? Last CPI day was on the 12th of October. So that is the day that we dumped. So last CPI was the 12th of October. And that was the top before a move down of, well, 8%. So previous CPI day here. The day before that, 13th of September. It was this little range. So we were here. We were here, and we got to move up, but then dumped again afterwards. Before that, 10th of August. 10th of August, 10th of August. This little spike here. But yeah, interesting to see the last time. So that's basically the last time. Everything since the last couple of weeks has just been pump, pump, pump. But the last time we had CPI was the big old dump. Big old dumpage. Now, the reason that happened, we had a forecast CPI at 0.3% on the 12th, and it came in at 0.4%, which showed us that inflation was higher than expected. So if we do see something similar today, then maybe we get a similar reaction. But right now, I mean, things are looking kind of bullish. Nasdaq's moving up. It's coming into this little 5-minute OB over here. Ethereum, ES, getting a move up as we go into this. I'm going to put on the anchored VWAPs, or just, no, I'm going to put on the session VWAPs. I'm going to put on the session VWAP on Bitcoin to see if we can get some levels that we can be looking at on here. It's really tight today, actually. So essentially, we've got our weekly VWAP 36,700, and then we're taking out these lows. So for me, I'd be looking at a move up towards, yeah, 36,650 and above. And then to take out previous day low is where I would target possibly a scalp long. So I may trade this because we're in quite a tight range already. We're right at that daily open, so we know that we're likely to see some expansion when this happens. So either in the next few minutes, either a move down and then a move up before coming back into this, or the opposite. So depending on which way this moves, I'll probably look to scalp. Something like that, yeah? So whichever path we may go on. It'll probably do nothing. But those are the areas that I'm looking for to take out previous day lows, because we just missed those. Maybe on some exchanges we took them, but we just missed them. And then we've got the outer VWAP bands, which are always the target for when we get some volatility. So you're looking at these regions here and here. Mr. Brownbug, nope. He's not. He burnt that bridge with everyone in the whole community. So I will not say anything more on that situation. But onwards and very much upwards for now. It has been probably the biggest positive to happen for a very long time. Anyway, do you mind showing us your settings on TPO in TradingView? Used a few streams back. Yes, of course. So for the TPO, this is wrong. It's actually not. We just don't have the volatility that we used to. No, this is very wrong. Tick size. Ticks per row. There we go. CPI, here we go. Oh, okay, hold on. Let's just see what data comes in. It's not, what are you talking about? There's still 3 minutes left. I know this has a delay on it, but God, you don't have to be 3 minutes early to CPI. There's still plenty of time here. Okay, for TPO, tick size of 50 on Bitcoin. I switch, I like quite a lot, but 50 is looking clean for me at the moment. You just want it to be kind of nice visually. ES, I stick to 4. Okay. And on the NASDAQ, I stick to 10. But it's 15 right now. I usually stick to 10. This is just because we had crazy volatility last week and I don't think I could even see these profiles. So I moved it to 15 on this day so I could see what the profile was actually doing. So on this day, I just shifted it. Mr. Brownbag, I don't think I'm even going to give you an answer on that because you should know by now. You've been here long enough. You've seen us long. You've seen these streams for long enough. You should know what a TPO is. BTC hash rate is it extremes that historically says it's the top. Let's see what will happen. Okay. Maybe. I don't know anything about the hash rate. Tree preservation order. Yes, CB, you're correct. This this is the tree preservation order. This is the tree. And yeah. Gabby's doxed herself. Well done, Gabby. BH635. I said no more comment. If you'd like to know, just send me a message. But I made a statement on this before. Anyway, here we go. CPI coming in. What do we want to look at? Bitcoin? Let's look at Bitcoin. We haven't looked at Bitcoin during a news event for a while. Let's get a bit of volatility, please. A bit more. That probably looks like it. That probably looks like all we're going to get from this on BTC. And now we'll probably come and drop back down here somewhere. You just took out some local highs. That was really boring. So essentially it was some local highs over here coming into like a little order block. We'll see if... Okay. Are we going to try again? We're going to try one more. I want it to push up here. This is where I want it, and that's where I'm looking to take a short. When my alert goes off. ES is better. Look at that. Like I said, every news event has been a pump recently. You do not want to be shorting news right now. And this is actually really bullish. What did I say about... So the actual number, this was forecast to be 0.1% increase in inflation, CPI, and a 0.3% core CPI. We are at zero inflation, month on month, nada. Okay, 0% and 0.2%. So inflation lower than what was expected, which is the opposite to what we saw last month, where inflation came in higher than what was expected and it caused a massive dump in the market. So inflation came in higher than expected last month, like literally was the top for a good month before we've had this big rally. And now we're seeing the opposite happen. So looks kind of bullish. And there we go. There is the alert. That's where we wanted price to go. As a little scalp short, this with an invalidation up at this high, because often we don't really see that these moves. Okay, this is kind of significant because it has come in like not as expected, but often these moves do remain internal. So you can be looking at a short position invalidation here, and you're basically just taking it back into this. So you've got a setup right now that is essentially just short because we've hit the target. You want this to remain internal, and you're looking to trade it back into some balance here, just as a quick scalp. Shorting is illegal if you're in Korea, yeah. Which is quite funny. I don't really want to be shorting bullish news though. It's there as a scalp, but I just don't want to short bullish news. You like said so many times, I have a long bias, so see if this can get any continuation. That is a big move. That is a very, very big move on the ES and a very, very big move on the NASDAQ. Where does that bring us? Wow. So we've taken out another high already on the NASDAQ. We're almost at all-time highs. And people are still bearish, yet the NASDAQ, okay, is almost, like, look how close go back to this previous one, we were almost taking this, and then it's all-time highs after that. So we went up in 1 week last week, 10%. 10% from here takes you well beyond all-time highs. Miles beyond all-time highs on the NASDAQ. And yet people are still think we're like bearish. It's so stupid. Everyone is so, like, literally have never in my life seen as much of a hated rally as we're seeing now. And this is across the board. This is crypto, this is altcoins, this is Bitcoin, this is the NASDAQ, this is the ES, this is all of the stock market. It is so hated because everyone's been like, oh my God, we're going to be in a recession, and been so panicked and so scared about the way that the world is that they've missed all of it. And every day, every single day, every time I post anything that's like even remotely bullish, and how long have we been bullish for? Like probably like literally the whole year. Yeah. And every single day people are like, no, there's going to be a nuke incoming. No, we're going to dump. No, we're going to dump. We're going to drop, like we're going to sweep the lows. We're going back down to 30k. First it was like, oh, we're going to 9k. Then it was like, oh no, we're going to 12k. It was like, oh no, we're going to 20k. Now people, the same bears who were saying 9k earlier in the year, are saying 30k now because they knew that they're so wrong. And every day they're just missing opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. And yes, one day it's going to dump, it's going to reverse. We all know that. But why would you miss opportunity every single day? Like at least recently, every single day recently. Why would you continue to miss those opportunities just because you're afraid? It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Like, look at the alts that we've been trading recently. TIA, okay? If you were scared and you were thinking it was going to dump, you wouldn't have bought this. What are we up? 150% in a week. 1 week, 150%. Zeph, I've been talking about this for a while. I've been talking about this during the live streams when we were down here. Where are we? 2 weeks. 300% up. CAS. 4,000% up. Big time. Okay, that's not really moving yet, but same kind of thing. Yeah, we're in accumulation. It's looking good. Woo. How much have I spoken about Woo and how bullish I am on Woo for quite some time? In the space of a month. Up almost, like, that's 70% in a month. Meme. Here's another one. We're buying this. Up 80%. So just like, I don't know. I find it like exhausting trying to tell just perma bears, like, no, you're wrong. And it was on this day that you were wrong. This was the day that the bears were wrong. Until then, we didn't really know. But it was this day, 16th of October, that the bears were invalidated. And from that point, that was it. Okay, I'm going long, I'm buying stuff, and we're seeing how it goes. We didn't really know at this stage, okay, we had a bit of a bias. We thought maybe this could roll over, but it was on that day. That was actually fake ETF news. But it was on that fake ETF news that the bears got invalidated. We knew that this would then be going up, and then we've just been profiting the whole way since. When this reverses, fine. Great. But until then, I'm going to be a toxic bull. Because we deserve it. Edwin, get some chocolate, my man. It's okay, better for us, right? Yeah. Yeah. What's next for TIA? I don't know. See, I've scaled out of some positions today, but I'm probably going to start going back into them again. TIA I've taken profit on, okay? But I'm still holding a significant amount of that position. And I still think, why would you fight this? Like, this had a correction of 30% in a mega uptrend. At least, okay, this is only local, and yes, when this does reverse, it can reverse all the way back down to here or something. But a correction of 30% when you're only, that's half of this. It corrected half of the move. Okay, it's 60% back down to your POC where we were entering, and it's already had a 30% correction. So it's corrected half of the move already. Would you really be expecting, like, would you really sell that? Or would you be thinking, okay, that's a good dip buying opportunity. Maybe I want to add a little bit more. Now, what I like about this, and the reason why I was a little bit cautious in just getting out of some, is because this had the potential to be the first lower high. But it is one of the strongest assets in the market right now, so I only sold a small amount. And we're still essentially in this uptrend, right? Basically still in this uptrend. So it all looks okay to me. And we'll see what happens. You know my ridiculous target for this is $30. So if tier ends up at $30, that's my crazy target. And for anyone that says it's never going to happen, okay? I was buying CAS, same thing. When I bought CAS, it was at 0.2 cents. I was buying this for the same reason that I bought tier. Okay, I got in a little bit early on this. It did drop. I had to wait for a while. It's fine. But I got in this for the same reason as I did tier. And you'd probably say CAS, maybe, what, we're here? This had a big correction, actually. A very, very big one. So maybe it does the same thing. But then it does this. So if you don't think that, like, this is crypto. Yeah. Think about how it can look in the future. Tier is going to be cursed like AVAX this bull, but it's going to pump. I mean, I'd be very happy for it to be cursed like AVAX. Because how much did AVAX go up after launch? I'm creating so much FOMO here. I don't mean to create FOMO. Okay, let's have a look at this. This actually looks very, very similar. So let's say, what is that? $3 to $12. Tier was $2 to $6 so far. So it's a similarity there, isn't there? We'll go back to AVAX, the AVAX launch and that first move. So maybe tiers around this consolidation, but that was if AVAX did $3 to $60, yeah. If AVAX did $3 to $60 POC to its first high, it went much higher than that afterwards. But yeah, I think $30 is reasonable, right? If anyone wants, I don't really understand DeFi, but I've just bought this today, something called Bypass. So I've just bought this within the last, just before the stream. I had to put some, I'm gonna show you. I'll show you I bought it. Uniswap. I bought $500 of it. And this Bypass is so you know the Telegram bots? Yeah? Okay, we'll go and look on this in a minute. So this chart, it's kind of nice. Bought a bunch of this down here. I'll see what happens. I don't know my exact buy, but it was just before I started the stream, so it's around here somewhere. I'm going to put a line there. That's just roughly where I bought it. I'll have a look at that in a minute. BTC dumping. Well, I did say that there was a... yeah, you just... Look, there we go. Yeah. What did we say would happen? What did we say would happen during the news? You've come up, we hit the alert, and you're back into balance. Okay, if this holds here, it's bullish, it's fine. You're back at daily open. But that was the short. And you could have very quickly got a 0.6% scalp. That's decent. So you extend away, you come into the outer VWAP bands, we hit the alert, you come back into VWAP and daily open to test. If this holds, bullish. If not, then you're looking down here. Very, very simple. Hold this, we're going higher. Start to close some candles below. We're going to come down and we're probably going to hit this alert down here because essentially what were the lines that I drew? It was like that, wasn't it? Which is what we often see. ES isn't correcting, so I think Bitcoin's probably looking okay. Until the ES and the Nasdaq start to come back down as well. Anyway, yeah, this bypass thing. I don't know, like I'm a degenerate when it comes to altcoins, and I get excited about them. And some of the ones I buy, they go to zero. But it's the ones that I buy that do those like 40, 50x that I feel really happy about, because that allows me, like, I can take a few calculated risks and throw some money into something that might go to zero when I have a fairly decent track record of finding some really good gems. And that's why that bypass one is one that I'm really interested in. Similar to Shrap. So I was very, very early on Shrapnel. I was very early on ZCX when that first came out, very early on Zeph, very early on Rio. Everything that I've been buying recently has been going up. So this is the next one. It's only on Dexes at the moment. It's on Uniswap. But we've seen the success that Telegram bots have had. And this is a Telegram bot that allows you to buy on centralized exchanges. So you can just do a message on Telegram that says, and this bypasses KYC. So it means as a UK, you get a wallet, right? It's kind of crazy, but you can bypass KYC on centralized exchanges and you can just buy stuff on using a Telegram bot. It might be a scam. It sounds too good to be true. But if it's not, then this is going to go crazy. And it has like first mover advantage. So yeah. I'm bullish on that. So it allows you to buy on like Binance, Mexi. They've just announced Mexi. You can buy on there. Office will be raided within the end of the week. Well, their office or mine. I hope not mine. There you go. Look, we're bouncing again. Everything is okay. What's the token name again? Bypass. Please don't like hate me if it's a scam. I just saw it earlier and I was like, it's pretty cool. And I've made loads of money this like over the past couple of weeks, and I've got some capital that I can throw into little like degenerate plays like this. So yeah. Do your own research. I think it looks pretty cool. Is it on CoinGecko right now? Let me find it. I did some research on this, but I was maybe a little bit let me find it. Hold on. This. All right. There is a warning. So because I'm saying this, and I've literally only just found it, there is a warning on here. This contract creator can make changes to the token contract, such as disabling sales, changing fees, minting, transferring tokens, etc. Exercise caution. So you've got to exercise caution, but it does look kind of cool. Okay? All right. It does look kind of cool. Sorry, blinding your eyes. So available on Binance, available on KuCoin. They've got it on Mexi now as well. They just announced this. I don't know. Could be a scam. If it is, don't hate me. I shouldn't be sharing this on a stream. Non-financial advice. I am just a random guy talking a load of nonsense on the internet. I do not know what I'm talking about when it comes to altcoins. It's just, this is the kind of market that even if this is ridiculous, then it might do quite well. Your thoughts on True? True I like. That's one of the ones that I bought the other day. Yeah, I like True. So this is my list of Coinbase altcoins that I'm currently looking at. So Coinbase basically being my like liquid supply that I use to just buy stuff in my life. I bought some True at the weekend. So I'm down right now, but it's all good. I actually quite like where this is right now. So I'm slightly down on my entry. So over the weekend, I bought True, I bought Algo, I bought SEI, S-E-I, and I bought Quant. Quant, an old favorite of mine. Greg, what's the point? Your blanket favorite. I'm not gonna say these words again because the YouTube algorithm might flag up people. But if you're in DeFi, why would they? I don't know. I have liquidity within DeFi that I don't really use it often. But I don't really understand it. But let's say I don't know. Let's say you buy these bypass tokens and then you exchange it to like wrapped ETH. And then you buy some like nonsense NFT with it. What are they going to do? What can they do? As long as you're not being ridiculous, like, I don't know. Maybe that's the best thing to do. Buy ridiculous NFTs, because then you're going to lose the money anyway, so then you can't tax it. I look at any FT that I've bought apart from Pudgy Penguins has just gone to zero. Cake, got so long you talked about this morning in the trading room also. Nice. Nice. So yeah, Solana coming down here. Was that the 5 minute? Little 5 minute OB, some demand down here. Nice demand in 50. Okay, this is cool. I can't remember what time zone you were saying about, but I like where that is, just off of a basic chart. And you've got the VWAP bands that are working in your favor here. Are we going to go test the big bad boy resistance again on Solana? How do you feel about Pepe? I don't really like Pepe, but I think it's it's obviously gonna last. It's one of the biggest memes in the world. I just prefer Doge. How do you feel in general? I feel sad. No, I'm good. Thanks for asking. This thing's gone up. Why didn't I buy this? This is on my list and it's up 33%, man. Chose the wrong stuff. I like this one. This is my watch list thing. Don't know what it is. Do you need someone to talk to? I mean, I have a group of how many people? Not many. 103! Oh, this is better. We are in a bull market. I've got 103 people to talk to here. This is my this is my bull therapy. My toxic bull therapy. I need this. I need this. But only 33 likes. Yeah, that's pathetic. Come on, guys. Hit the like button. Let's get this up to 80 likes. We want to see more. Are you going to take on new coaches? Yes, we have already 3. Well, we have, so yeah. Yeah, we've got a really, really good team. So within the crew, the coaches and the analysts within the crew are myself. You know me. Whether or not you choose to listen to me, that's at your own discretion. I make some good decisions, I make some terrible decisions. I'm just a random human being. We got French Bull, the world's best Elliott Wave analyst. As I'm sure you already know French Bull. We have Randall, the market profile, the volume master, legend, volume profiles, TPO charts, market profile, all of that kind of thing, the theory behind that, legend. We got Cake, new to the team, doing his daily ES updates and has just been smashing it recently. So Cake's been awesome. We very often during the New York session, Cake and the next guy I'm going to mention are hanging out in the voice chat, live trading. We live traded ES and NASDAQ last week on a couple of occasions. And they were in there for like 3 hours live trading this. We had some really good trades. This was on the big melt up day, actually. This was this day here. So I can remember this. We traded the initial balance really well. We had the bullish bias. We were looking for prices to go up. Actually, we weren't initially. We then got invalidated and then started looking for price to go up. That was really good. So Cake's been awesome. We got Fugazi. Fugazi is a legend. Master at reading the tape. Like, really, really good. Order flow, reading the tape. Trading legacy markets. He is a data scientist. And he is the only one qualified, although he would never do it, but qualified to give some financial advice. And then we've got Delirium. We've got Delirium, long-time member of the community, been promoted into the analyst role. Shares like amazing information all the time, really, really good charts. A great like hybrid mix of the order flow TA that we've always been doing, market profile, and just, yeah, more simple market structure stuff using Fibonacci, using all of that kind of stuff. So really, really good analysis within the crew. So if you are interested in seeing what's changed, seeing what's new, there's going to be a lot more changes to come. We're working on more content together as a group. And yeah, we're doing these live trading sessions like on a daily basis. We had our London trading room today. I'm sure there might be something going on in the voice chat later. I might jump into this because, yeah, ES is just going absolutely nuts right now. How many likes do we have now? We're over 50, that's okay. Is there any discount for your subscription? So, Black Friday is approaching. We're very close. Maybe we just need to release that. I don't really know what it's going to be. But yeah, there is Black Friday. So we'll do something. We'll do something for that. Drop me a message because we're so close to Black Friday. Like, and yeah, we like honestly, the crew is for us. We just like it. Like, yeah, drop me a message. It's good to have people around. We do have Black Friday coming up soon, so therefore we will naturally be a little bit more generous. Edwin, woo buying opportunity. I'm going to wrap this up soon because I'm hungry. I want my lunch. Haven't eaten so far today. Woo. Woo. Woo, 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 woo. How do you send a message? So either on Discord, if you join the Discord, again, link to that is in the description, or you can find me on Twitter. So I'll bring this up here. You can find me on Twitter, and you can drop me a message on Twitter if you want. So just Taurus Crypto at Twitter, drop me a DM. Or yeah, on the Discord, which is also in the link. Okay, Woo buying opportunity. Does this look good? It kind of does. I don't really want to just be like, everything looks bullish, but when you're in an uptrend, okay, golden pocket, you've got this impulse that came up here. So if you're looking at this, is like, that was a nice sweep earlier last week, and now you're coming back into the 618. You've taken out these lows. Okay, so those lows got taken out. What you then have just below that, is there like anything on the 4 hour? No, it's more or less the hour. But you got these single prints that formed from that, like as this recovered and came and took out the highs again. And this is still maintaining an uptrend. Yeah, so you've seen previous examples where you've had a move up, you have the retracement, come into the golden pocket, you repair imbalances, and then you get continuation. It's kind of similar. What was that noise outside? Wow. But on the other hand, okay, yes, this looks okay. You've come down in to test that wick again. You've got some demand down here. You can see resistance, 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 flips into support, support with a little wick down here. So that's a decent, you don't want to be taking this out. And this is the same for anything across the market right now. That low that we put in last week as Bitcoin hit 38K, when everything pulled back off of that, and that was a big take profit day. Because I said, look, go back over onto here. I said, this was before the big move happened. The Bitcoin bird has spotted its prey. It sat on a leaf at 38K. So that is why when we hit 38K last week, it was a big profit taking day. Anyone that was in a long position, that was always the target. Okay. So we had that move. We hit the target. Yeah, we killed the prey, killed them, killed the short positions. This little bug, short people trying to take short positions, that bug, we ate them. We were full. Our bellies were full, and we took profit, and we took a shit right down into the moving average. What am I talking about? We took a big old dump, and then that is the low that we don't want to be taking out anymore. Okay, because if this is going to remain bullish, that should have been just the sweep of liquidity, that quick puke, and then we're looking for higher prices again. So across the board, this low is important. If we do start to come back down below it, then we know that it's probably likely that we're starting to look at more of a corrective, like a long-term corrective move. Because on these things, you should go puke, and then it should be continuation. It's fine to come back and test, like deep retraces and stuff like this. These are things that you buy, but if at that stage they start to fail, then your bullish bias starts to turn into a bearish bias, and then you're looking more for short positions. So you've got a couple of options here that look kind of clear on Woo. You'd either be looking for continuation higher from this area here, as long as you are holding above that wick, and then you're looking for higher prices, or if we lose this, then you're looking for a retrace here. This area looks very, very nice. So let's say we drop down, we come back, then you're looking for shorts. Okay, so that bullish bias starts to turn to a bearish bias afterwards. I hope that makes sense to everybody. That is at least my plan. And again, Bitcoin, that is the important one. Bitcoin, I kind of think like Bitcoin can do this. So then like if you're looking at this, you may be looking at this. Yeah, so if we do take out that wick, we come down to the POC, you'd then be looking to form a lower high, and then you'd be looking to take the lows of the range. But that still just means you're range bound. Yeah. So you just go from being uber bullish just to more being in a range. Right now we're in a trending environment. We are trending higher. The whole market is trending higher. It's just simply what it is. It's a fact. Okay, everything trending higher. Okay, everything that's important to us, which is crypto, Bitcoin, altcoins, equities, indices. Everything that's important to us is trending higher. If that starts to fail, then you look for it to form a range, and you trade a range, which is actually like my favorite conditions to trade. So I love trading ranges. I love stuff that's sideways, because then you just get really like easy liquidity grabs to trade. Other assets start moving. And then if you start to break down a bit more, then you start to trade a downtrend. So yeah, but for now we're trending up. We are trending higher. What is my main Woo target? My main Woo target is here. Let me go back. This main Woo target, 35 cents. But I mean, if at this stage, if you go to 35 cents, you're still going much higher. But yeah, we've hit take profit 1. That happened already, taking out this high, and then it's just highs to highs. But I'm very bullish on Woo. I think, like, honestly, I think one day we'll be looking at Woo and we'll be like, oh wow, can you imagine when we were trading this when it was like down here? Like, look at BNB. I'm not saying Woo's going to become as big as BNB, but it might. So could Woo right now be like BNB when it was trading down here? Is this the kind of thing we're looking at? And are we maybe on Woo here? Okay, having taken out an internal high, correcting. Could we then be going up towards these highs? And could we then, in like say a year's time, be looking at the chart as if it was back here after it has a big markup during the big old main bull run? Maybe, you never quite know. But certainly you'd have highs as targets right now, and you'd be looking for expansion and price discovery beyond that. Don't hate it. It sounds ridiculous. I know it sounds ridiculous, but this is crypto. I've been in it for 3 cycles. You will kick yourselves on this cycle for selling too early. Okay? We're less than 6 months away from the halving. None of us know what is going to happen, but I know for a fact that I would much rather hold this stuff and allow it to do what I know crypto can do and has done on every single occasion in the past. Good projects will 100x within crypto. It just happens. Yeah? So good projects have that kind of potential. You will kick yourselves and you will be so pissed off if you buy stuff or have been buying stuff in the last few months, you sell it for a 30% gain, and then you're stuck in USDT because you're too afraid to get back in because the whole market seems like it's going to correct at any moment. Like, yes, take partials along the way, but it's very easy. Like, I am so chill to hold Woo tokens from like 13, 14 cents because I know we're way above there. Okay, if the whole market does dump and everything goes to 0, fine. It was worth the risk in my opinion. But yeah, I've been here long enough. I've seen long enough to know that when things get moving, they really get moving. So I'd rather be wrong. I'd rather I'd rather have conviction and be wrong, because then at least I know the market's done something I wasn't expecting, than be right and fail to make money even though I'm right. Thanks for the clarity. It's a good just-in-case investment. Buy and forget. Yeah. Yeah. I go back to my CAS example, and I can go back to anything from the last market cycle. Even stuff that's like pumping now, like Illuvium. Everyone's really hyped about that. I'm like, as a community, I think we because I was making content and sharing Illuvium. I had a guy from Illuvium on a stream once who was sharing about the game. I made really good money, and this is like 4 years ago. And that did 100x. But I'll use CAS as an example. Is CAS on Woo? No. But CAS is an example, right? I don't need to keep using it as an example, but it is. I would have been kicking myself if with CAS I'd sold, and I'd taken loads of partials. I could have made so much more money on this. I think I have like 10% of my tokens remaining now from what I did back then, and I probably sold most of them around here. But yeah, you'd kick yourself, wouldn't you? If you were accumulating a token like this for quite a long time, and then it goes up 50% and you exit it, and then it's over here and you're like, oh, but I bought it here, so this is too high. I don't want to buy it anymore. And then it does something like this. Good projects will do this in crypto. That's just what happens. Kevin Cole, oh nice. You're in TrueFi. Check out Centrifuge as well. You will like what the chart looks like. I don't know, TrueFi. Is TrueFi just what I looked at? Yeah. I've already looked at this. Wait, what's Centrifuge? I don't know. What's the ticker? Centrifuge. This one. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. It's an uptrend. It's come out of a 18-month accumulation. Okay. Over 500 days of sideways. And after 500 days of sideways, we are a week into expansion. 500 days. More than that, probably. So from here, 24th of April last year until 9th of November this year, 564 days. Sideways. Now you're breaking it. Do you really think that a week of expansion is the aim for people, for the venture capital, for the big money, for the whales that have been accumulating over the past 600 days? I don't think a week is enough. If it drops back into it, fine, okay, it goes back over and it does this kind of thing again. But a lot of this stuff, you got to think about like the way the money's going. I sound ridiculous. I sound ridiculous. I'm being too bullish. I'm getting excited. But yeah, like honestly, if you've been accumulating and you've been holding this for a year and a half, would you sell it after 1 week? 1 week and 24%? Probably not. So either this is a fake out or it's going much higher. You're left with those two options. There's nowhere else for it to go. It's a fake out and it's used to bait long positions, in which case fine, some of them will do that, or it's got to go much higher, because it's the only two things that are a possibility with stuff like this. So yeah, I kind of like that. But it's the same with all the market. Like, look at Link. Okay? Look at Link. Yeah? 500 days of accumulation. There were people selling it when it was at $10, when it hit $10. And they were like, oh yeah, cool, I've been buying Link all this time. I've been holding this bag of Link for like a year and a half. And then let's say their average entry is at $7. And then it hits $10 and they're like, oh my God, I'm selling. It's going to be an SFP. I'm getting out. And now it's at 15. And now they're too afraid to get back in. Solana. Another example from the toxic bull. Okay. All of this. 500 days of accumulation. People were trying to short this the whole way up because they'd missed the move. And they get squeezed and they get squeezed and they get squeezed. But as one of the strongest performing assets on the market, like, yes, okay, it's at major resistance. You would want to be taking profit, especially on leveraged positions. I'm talking spot bags. Yeah. So spot bags, you want to be careful with. You want to be holding them. But on leveraged positions, you should, yeah, obviously be taking profit when things like this happen, because you don't have the room to maneuver. But if you're holding Solana at $20, me personally, yes, I would take some small partial profits along the way just to cover my ass in case it rolls over. But I would rather this roll over than sell it all and then miss out on what might go back up to like 100 or something. I'm just kind of relaxed when it comes to alts. Just allow the market to do what it wants to do. And you got to think, like, there's a difference between like investing and trading, I guess. Thoughts on DXY? These streams right now, I can't, like, they've changed so much within the space of a week. Yeah. Like, downtrend. So dollar's going down, everything else is going up. Why would you fight it? Okay. You fake out, you're back inside here. I would be looking at the dollar coming back down towards like, what, 102, 103? Yes, okay, if you break back up and you reclaim 106, then sure, you'd be looking for 110. I think 110 has been a target, so yeah. Edwin Berg, what do you mean I need a mod? Chat's chill. I like interacting with chat, even if it's silly questions. Are the market makers effing with us? Who knows? Time will tell. Time will tell. Okay, right, I'm going to call it here. Yeah, trade it sensibly as always. Just be aware we're in an uptrend. So trade it as that. When things do start to come back down, I'll probably be one of the... Yeah, okay, I'll be wrong on the first occasion, because I will continue to trade the trend until the trend breaks. But yeah, once that happens, we'll be one of the early people that are trying to look for short positions while the rest of the market still thinks that we're bullish. So when it does start to move back down and we start to properly correct this, we'll be there, we'll be ready, and we'll be able to profit from it. So thank you guys. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'll be back again. Am I back again tomorrow? It's PPI tomorrow. No, trading room tomorrow. So within the crew. So if anyone wants to join in again tomorrow, we'll be trading this as a community, PPI data. And then I'll be back again on Thursday for another public stream. So cheers guys, enjoy your day, and I'll see you all again very soon.